Hey guys, what's up? It's Claridge 143 here, along here with it's SPC Kennesaw. I'm with Claridge 143. I'm on his channel for now. I actually have a surprise for him.
Wait, which one's mine?
Mine's right there. It's been on the stove. Okay. Yeah. So clearly we've had drinks.
Yeah, drinks.
They're good.
My iPhone needs a charge after today.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my phone got low too.
Yeah. But anywho, I pretty much have a surprise for Claridge 143. Now, if you please hold the camera.
I mean, I already know what it is.
Yeah. Don't tell.
I'm not gonna say it.
It's a thing.
Yeah,
It's a thingus of dingus.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Dick McRichard.
Here you go.
Come here, it's harmless.
No, it's not. I will literally pick that thing up and throw it off the roof.
Yes, and it'll probably break your nose. Not really.
Yeah, like you would.
I wouldn't hurt a fly. Anyways, that is not the surprise. This one is actually dead.
Is it?
Yeah, I told you the buttons don't work anymore. Now this right here, this is the real deal we got. As you can tell, it's a box.
Hey, I couldn't get you anything for Christmas this year, so I got you this box. That's what I got you.
That's what I got you. Oh.
Anyways,
Jesus Christ.
Anyways, are you ready for the unboxing? As
I am.
Legend of Zelda music plays.
I am ready for the unboxing. Unbox. What he said.
Yeah, exactly.
Behold, the legendary Kaito Voyager Pro KA600L. It also comes with a
That's a big
power supply. Yes, it is big.
That's what she said.
Okay. God damn, ow.
Paper cut?
No. Yeah, I'll deal with it later. It's okay.
That's what she said.
Shut up.
Voyager Pro.
When are we gonna have a That's What She Said compilation?
As you know, we got a USB charger
Micro USB.
on this.
Oh, there's the beast itself. Okay, that's...
So, yeah, you have never reviewed this in your channel before.
Nope.
So, surprise, you got yourself a present.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
It's big.
it is big.
Holy shit, it's huge.
And hold on. You can just crank it. Oh yeah, this thing is in the way.
It's gonna be like the E-Tom.
Battery protector.
Yep, battery
Fucking like the
protector.
Red Cross.
They put that in there.
Yeah, they put that
Wait,
in there.
it's not in there securely.
It's actually on. I think.
Yes, it is.
Behold.
Holy shit.
So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the brand new Kaito Voyager Pro KA600L.
Yeah, we might want to take a look at this, because I have a feeling this is going to be sweet. Hey guys, what's up? It's Clay Ranger 143 here, along with, if I can put you up, there we go. There we go. I'm still getting used to this new tripod. So, yeah.
I'm Miss VR.
Yes. If I can just zoom out real quick. There you are. Perfect. And then you can see me operating the tripod. A very big tripod. Yeah. So, yeah, we're back home, as you can see. You might have seen the unboxing at the beginning of this video of this particular radio right here, because, yeah, this is actually a gift from SPC Kennesaw. He gifted this to me yesterday, along with the Bearcat BC92 XLT yesterday at the Siren test. Again, thank you very much for that. And I'm already getting cold, so I'm going to put some... There we go, better. But, yeah. So, as I've said already, SPC Kennesaw gifted this to me yesterday. And, I don't think we have reviewed this yet, Val. I know he couldn't be here because he's in Myrtle Beach right now. Lucky ass. But, anyways, the thing is, we've been kind of, absent on radio reviews, at least for filming. So I think we should, like, change that at least. This radio has not been reviewed at all, has it?
Right.
Has it been reviewed?
Not.
Has it?
Hang on, internet.
Yeah, internet's bad here. Because of this piece of shit down here. Anyways.
But, check back.
Has it been reviewed or no? Because I don't think it has.
I'm checking right now.
I'm just gonna say this. I don't think it has.
Not on your channel?
It's not, huh? Well, hey, why don't we change that real quick? Because I think we need to. Why don't we change that? We're here, we're free for the night, and yeah, we're already back with this stuff. So, in this episode of Radio Reviews, we're going to be taking a look at the $100 plus Kaito Voyager Pro KA600L. Okay, the Kaito Voyager Pro KA600L. And if I just adjust it real quick, and Jesus Christ. Wisconsin, let me ask you this. Why do you have to retone CAEs every 30 fucking minutes to an hour? Why?
That's
What?
a good question.
Why? That's the most, in my opinion, the most idiotic thing I've ever seen from anybody.
To me, for the reverse. They could we sit all together like a fire.
Yeah, we got some lighting in here, but it's not the best. So, yeah, we're just gonna make up for that. Hopefully you guys can see it. Actually, I will zoom in on it a little bit. Let me just move my tripod over here. This makes it so much easier, which means I can literally just have it here and just film it. So, oh, whoa. And not trip over the camera. So, yeah, that's great. So, anyways, let's take a look at this thing. This is the Kaito Voyager Pro KA600L, as I've said already, and this thing is massive. This thing is a behemoth. It's a big behemoth radio. Look at it. It's massive. It reminds me, as Val pointed out earlier on the same call that we're in right now, it looks like the Eton Voice Link FR1000, and it does.
Yeah, which I'll provide a photo of it for those who have no idea what we're talking about, but it's pretty familiar. It's been seen on eBay a couple of times, but for those who don't know what the voice link is, the F1000 from Eton, I will post in just a second. Alright, I've posted it in Tinder, Michael.
Alright, I will go ahead and look that up. That's the white version, but you get the point. Let me just zoom out real quick.
Yeah, there's also a black version too, which it's basically the same thing. There's no real difference.
Look at this. That is the Eton Voice Link FR1000. Look at it.
Now that is the Kim Kardashian of those.
I think this might be a competitor, though. Damn.
Hey, there's an American Red Cross version of it.
Of course there is. Anyway, so this behemoth of a radio came out in 2010. I said that weird. Yeah, 2010 by the looks of it. And let me just adjust it real quick. I'm still getting used to this tripod. I will get used to it soon. Don't worry. Oh, let me loosen it up. Okay. That's better. Okay, so back to the Voyager. The Voyager Pro came out in 2010 because that's what the startup date on the radio says. It says 2010 on it, and it shows, to be honest, because this thing has a lot of features from that new generation, if you will. 2010's just started. We got the frickin' new decade coming in, rolling in right around the corner. The 2020s were shit to start off with, but we can't say that too much because the 2020s just started. But it's sure started shitty with, yeah, it's a little thing called COVID.
Yeah, that C word, and it has the number 19 in it.
Unfortunately, I am 19.
Ooh.
Fuck. But anyways, this is not about rambling about COVID-19. This is about the Kaito. So, let's get to the overview. Jesus H. Christ! Wait a minute. Hold on.
What's up?
Oh! Okay! Now there's an Amber Alert in Ohio! No, but so we got a DX for it now, so be right back! Technical difficulties!
Yep.
Okay, sorry about that. We missed the Amber Alert because I think they already might have related, and also we had some more technical difficulties thanks to this fucking piece of shit again. So yeah, back to the review. Where the fuck was I? You don't remember,
Pretty sure
do you?
you're... Go ahead.
You don't remember, do you?
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure you were looking at, like, the overview of it.
I think. Anyways. Oh yeah, I was comparing it to the voice link. But yeah, this voice link is made by Eton, obviously. It's the voice link FR1000, and yeah, we might have a competitor here
No,
with
I thought it was made by Midland.
No, I thought it was made by Radio Shack.
No, I thought it was made by Running Snail.
Oh jeez. If Running Snail tried to make that, they would fail.
Yeah, it would be like this piece of shit.
Ah yes, the fucking snail MD319.
Yeah, fucking.
The crashing snail. But yeah, the crashing snail.
I
But
heard that the version 20 was good, though. It's the version 9 and the version 17 that suck ass.
and version 13s. I think.
They made a version 13?
I think. Because... Or, wait, actually, no, you're right. My bad. But, yeah. Back to the Kaito. Or Kaito, however you pronounce it. The Kaito Voyager Pro KA600L. This is the kind of radio that is literally a fucking behemoth. Look at this thing. It has a hand strap like it's for a purse. It's a purse. It's a purse.
No, it's a boombox. It's a boombox.
It's a boombox. No, it's a boombox purse.
It's a boombox.
boombox with a bunch of buttons and a handle. But yeah, the Kaito Voyager Pro.
Can we get the temperature sensor?
Yes, we'll get to that soon. But yeah, the Kaito Voyager Pro KA600L came out in 2010 because the startup date says 2010, sometime around February, I'd imagine. Yeah, February 2010 is when it was first released. And again, as I've said already, this basically is the kind of radio that is a frickin' don't poke yourself with the antenna, but this is the kind of radio that you bring with you to the...
I just hit myself in the forehead with the doll.
Yeah, you poked yourself with the antenna.
No, I hit myself with it. I went like this.
That's a poke.
No, that's a hit. This is a poke. And this is a tickle.
But, anyways, so yeah. The time is 8:56, because I already set the time on the Kaito. But, as you can see on the side, it has a temperature and humidity gauge, which is actually pretty unique with this radio, but we'll get to that very soon. And it also has a screen right here, and, as you can see, this thing has a lot of external and internal features as well. It has 3 LEDs here, a green one here for the charging light, and 2 red ones for the low battery and alert lights. It has a directional pad on the left side of the radio where it has an up arrow and a down arrow, along with M plus or M minus, and this is to, you hold one of these arrows down and it sets the presets on your FM stations or AM stations, because this thing has AM, FM, weather, and shortwave. Yes, it has shortwave. So it also has RDS system on it, which is good. It has a flashlight, of course, which is on the side with this nice handy little yellow button on the top. But as you can see, when I turn it on, 3 bright LEDs come on. And right over here, if I look at the back real quick, on this solar panel, this has a reading light with 5 tiny little LEDs. As if we had enough lighting in here, but yeah. I need some lighting in here because my room gets dark at night, so I'm using my iPhone XR with the flashlight on full power just to get some sort of lighting in here. Because, yeah, this camera does not do a good job at picking up low light. But, anyways, at least it records in 1080p. But, here's the thing. It has a hand crank on the side. On the left side of the radio, literally, which is kind of inconvenient. For me, at least. Not for left-handed people, because, yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake. Do I need to bring out the tripod again? I might have to. So, let me just... Credit to SPC Kennesaw for this. Major upgrade over this piece of shit. So, let me just...
You went from a midget to a fucking daddy long legs.
Yeah, I basically did. So I gotta put the screw holder for the camera tripod on the bottom. Hello. You can see my face.
Michael, while you're doing that, I have something to show you and the other people out there.
Uh-oh. What?
Well, when the camera gets pointed to the screen, I'll show you. Because, yeah, everyone needs to see this.
Oh boy. What could this possibly be? I need to extend the legs of the tripod first, so...
Alright.
1, 2, 3. And that should be long enough.
Okay.
Okay, so what have you got to show us? Miss can't contain her fucking Miss can't contain her fucking floods like she didn't control during the Nashville FFEs.
Thank you. But I just have one thing to ask. Google, how does this compare to the fucking FR1000?
Oh no. Oh, I just realized this tripod can tilt. That's what this is for. So, hang on, look.
How does this?
Hang on, look at this. I just realized it can tilt. Tilt! Game over. But, yeah. Anyways.
But how the fuck does this compare to a fucking FR1000 voice link?
Oh no, what did you find?
This is so far plus! It's not fucking handheld! It's not fucking Kim Kardashian radios where you put the ass in your hand and just crank it away like Kanye did to Kim in the fucking sex tape!
Oh my god. Okay. It's official. Google is fucking stupid.
Well, everyone's been knowing that.
God, this tripod is...
Let's see, what else I can find that is clearly not the FR1000? Oh, iPhones are not the FR1000. Flower rockets are not the FR1000. Fucking
What?
jewelry. What the? Huh? Sorry.
This fucking thing is not staying on it. This piece of shit. Anyways, back to the Voyager. So, as I've said already, yeah, we had to get the tripod out again because of the hand crank being on the left side of the radio. But
Probably controller links when you're cranking it. But I'm gonna flex real quick and just. Sound familiar?
why are you doing it with the left hand?
What do you mean? What am I doing with the left hand?
No, why are you doing it with the left when it's on the right?
Because I was showing off the screen. I was showing this off.
Yeah, you show something else off to Phoenix too, so I didn't need to know that. Anyway, here's the thing. Back to the Voyager Pro. We're getting sidetracked already, so, anyways, yeah. The hand crank is inconveniently, I must say, on the left side of the radio. The left! Of all places, you had to put it on the fucking left side. Does it look like I'm left-handed to you, bitches?
At least it's not behind. Because that would have been highly convenient, too.
That would have been better, honestly.
You think so?
The ER210, the hand crank is behind it.
Oh, wait.
The FRX2 has the hand crank behind it, but it also has RDS. You have your tuning and volume knobs on the side of the radio here. And you have your power button. And you also have your charging port index. Look at all this. Look at all these things. You have your charge in, charge out, line in, earphone jack, DC input.
Sorry.
God damn it. DC input 5 volt and 6 volt, because this thing can actually be powered by 2 separate adapters. A 5 volt or a 6 volt, and then there's the USB to charge your cell phone. But, yeah. And here's the antenna. And the Amber Alert in Ohio just went over Twitter. But, yeah. So, here's the situation with this thing. We're going to review this thing, obviously. So, yeah, why don't we get into the first feature? We're going to see if this has a siren or not. So, yeah, time to get the trusty iPod Touch and find it. Okay, let's see if it has a siren. Let me get the...
Weevil, 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 weevil.
God damn it. God damn it.
There's your siren. Oh my god, could you imagine if it had that siren?
And wow, that's a great start already. My my fucking battery is dead on my iPod Touch, so I need the charger.
Oh.
Oh, fucking lovely. Where's the charging cable?
I hear that voice.
Where's the charging cable? This is not going well, folks.
You lost the lightning cable, didn't you?
No. It doesn't use a lightning cable. It uses a 30-pin connector.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, because clearly in her mind, this is a lightning cable.
Well, excuse me for being someone new to the Apple generation.
Let me unplug that. Put this in.
Giggity.
Giggity goo. And now,
Giggity.
now we should be able to power it on. Yep, just as I thought. Fucking dead battery. Because these things have a tendency to wear out. So, yeah. We're gonna wait for this to power up. Excuse us for a moment. Okay, change of plans. We're gonna use my iPhone instead of this camera because the lighting is complete shit. And the iPod is now charging up. It's powering on. There's the Apple logo.
Not sponsored by Apple.
Even though I'm using an Apple to record this.
Okay, I kind of want an apple now. Like a green apple.
Green apple.
Yes.
Yummy. But I'll use both footage from this camera and from... Wow! So I'll use footage from this and this when this doesn't have a camera. Like this. I'm distracted as shit tonight, people, so excuse my loopiness. Low battery, yes, I know. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna use footage from both this camera and from this. Okay, so here's the deal. This camera will be used for EAS captures. The iPhone will be used for radio reviews. And this will be used for sirens. There. Okay. I'll try to remember that. So, anyways, yeah. Let's just use the iPhone for radio reviews. Okay. At least I can get some use out of the camera. Because, yeah, iPhone cameras compared to regular phone cameras are absolutely superior. Including Duluth and Superior. No. But, no. We're going to use this. And, here's the deal. We're going to... Okay. I'm a Joe Biden head ass now because I keep saying, here's the deal. Yeah. I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna put the iPhone here. I'm gonna put it here. And I'm gonna put this camera over here so it doesn't get in the way. So I don't hurt the tripod. I'm gonna leave it there. At least with the benefit about both the iPhone and with this camera that I have over here, they can both just be left recording for as long as it can support the space for as long as they want to, because they're constantly on AC power. Like this is with AC power, but the battery's still good. The iPhone is obviously with AC power, but it's not on AC power at the moment because it's charging my iPod Touch for this demonstration. But the Siren camera doesn't have that. The HDR CX405 doesn't have AC power. I would have to take out one of the batteries and put it straight back in if I wanted more battery life. Also, the charging cable's busted. Also, the charging cable's busted. But, yeah. It still works. That's besides the point, though. We're going to try and see if the Kaito has a siren or not. And if it doesn't, I'm going to be pissed. Because I've wasted all that time for nothing. If that were to be the case. So let's get the cables over here for the iPod. Let's plug it in. Also, as we've seen this in several other radio reviews episodes, RCA. Let's try RCAs first. Okay. As usual, we're going to set it to channel 2. And we're going to load a EAS header file. We're going to load some headers. Put the antenna up. Okay.
Maybe it didn't pick it up well.
No, it has like 1050 hertz. No, same. It's 1050 hertz. Oh my god, what the fuck?
Hey, SPC kind of still wants to be invited in.
This thing's unlocked. Well then. I heard you.
Okay, I didn't know if you did or not.
Does that mean we gotta go to Discord?
No, he has Messenger. I'm just trying to find it.
Shit. I don't think it's working, the alert feature. And this doesn't have a siren test, so... Yeah, can this be on Discord? Can we do it on Discord, please?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, I'll let him know.
Alright, so, yeah. Technical difficulties with this thing, of course. Because, yeah. Why don't we just try something? So, yeah, we are now welcomed by the person who gifted me this fucking thing. SPC Kennesaw himself, but, what the fuck were you just telling me?
Realize that I tried to find the siren test, which I couldn't figure out how to get the siren test to work. But there is alert on there, which I'm surprised that. Excuse me. If that goes up for weather mode, then that might be the siren test. I don't know how you. I don't even know how you activated it.
I didn't. I tried self-activating it with my iPod Touch 3rd Gen, and it didn't work. But
3rd Gen, I remember that. Anyways.
But are you telling me that this thing doesn't have a fucking siren?
Surprisingly, no. There is no siren.
Are you sure of that?
I'm pretty dead ass sure right now.
So
like,
you mean...
I've been looking at the box right now. I've been looking to see if there's a siren test for this thing, and it turns out there is not, which I am pissed off about that.
I know there's not a siren test, but is there a siren at all?
That I am not sure.
So you mean to tell me that I did all that fucking work for nothing?
Oh boy.
Should I leave the call?
No, because I'm about to rant on video.
Oh.
On video. It's time, bitches.
I get the popcorn.
Yeah. This thing doesn't have a yeah. Apparently, this thing doesn't. You mean to tell me it just cuts straight to the broadcast?
I'm telling you right now.
You don't know.
I don't fucking know. I'm sorry. Even Miss VR is getting in shock right now.
Kaito. God motherfucking damn! How stupid can you be? If you didn't put a siren on this thing, your asses are gonna be kicked! 'Cause I'm that pissed! God motherfucking damn!
And report does have a siren that sounds like the running signal. Like
I
that.
swear to Jesus. Wait a minute. Then again, Kaitos are known for not having any sirens, and they cut straight to the broadcast anyway. So that means that this one is also probably like that too. You gotta be kidding me! Hey, imagine paying $100 for a radio that doesn't have a siren. This is it! This is your best bet. But I'm sure the other features will somewhat make up for it, but I don't think so. But here's the problem.
Can you kind of consult my dick? I'm done.
Kaito, that's the problem with these radios that don't have sirens is this. You need a siren to alert you. You don't need it to...
have a weather radio.
Why do you have to make it just cut to the broadcast? That's unoriginally gay.
Yeah, like Phoenix. I mean, what?
He's dating this bitch over here, who I can't see. Dude, someone's gonna steal your Honda.
Hey, she didn't steal my Honda.
Dude, stop running out of your Honda shit. Oh wait, I'm sorry, no, the Honda jizz in the UK.
We're done.
But no, anyways, yeah. So apparently this thing has no siren. None! And it's fucking ridiculous. I am triggered. Okay, so this is being filmed like, what, a few weeks after that video was initially filmed, but yeah. I stand corrected once again, because turns out this behemoth of a radio does have a siren. It just doesn't have a siren test. And I can actually demonstrate to you what the siren sounds like. Now, you may have already heard it in my EAS compilations when this thing was going off for a tornado warning, when Mitchell and Holly's radios were here in the April 10th event. But if I can turn this on, and sorry for the mess, it's a bit cluttered over here. But this is what happens after people depart from my area. After radio reviews is being filmed, I tend to disorganize a lot of things. So if I go to my apps folder and launch open, no, not open MPT. Don't ask why I have Obama in here or Brandon. There it is. But if I launch Ableton Live 10 trial and try to recreate the siren that this thing has, this thing can have this siren for the Kaito, it can be recreated with ease because it's a very unusually deep sounding siren tone. Now, I did say that there is no siren, but I was wrong, as I've said. Some previous Kaito models do not have a siren, but this one does. So that complaint about it having no siren is completely false. I know that now. So I'm going to demonstrate to you what the siren sounds like. So I'm just going to boot up the program here, initializing the application. By the way, if you don't know what this is, Ableton Live 10 Trial is basically the program that I use to create my siren synths, my intro music, and I actually use the instrument from Ableton to make the Christmas version and the regular version of radio reviews. So, yeah, the audio files that you hear was generated with Ableton, and then it was put through OpenMPT with the note graph of the song. I just basically replaced the instruments. So if I go over here to synth lead, and if it responds in time, yeah, sometimes it takes a bit to respond because it's a big program. It has a lot of stuff to load on it because it's so complex, evidently complex. So it is going to take a little bit to load, but you can actually recreate the siren for the Kaito Voyager Pro with this program. So, okay, it's now responding again. If I scroll down to Chiffy Sinusoid Lead, you can hear that. I'm going to click it, and I'm going to do some adjustments. Turn that down, that, and then change the wave to square. Sounds about right. This is the siren for the Kaito Voyager Pro. Pretty unusual, huh? So yeah, it does have a siren. I stand corrected. I apologize. Okay, another change of plans. I'm just going to use this iPhone for radio reviews at night. And I'll use, for day footage, I'll use the Sony. But, yeah, let's get into the design of the Kaito, or the Kaito, however the fuck you pronounce it. So, the design of the Kaito Voyager Pro. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
God, motherfucker, damn! Okay, so first off, this thing is absolutely massive. It's a brick. It's a big black brick with buttons, levers, and switches on it, guaranteed to make your mind go berserk. Actually, let's count the buttons. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 buttons. 1 switch. 2 knobs. And a hand crank. Wow. So yeah, the design of the Kaito Voyager Pro is obviously a bit overkill in terms of innovation. But oh, I forgot. It also has 1 dial too. But here's the thing. This thing is such, yeah, the power selector thingy. That's a dial. But the thing about the Kaito, or the Kaito, I'm just going to call it the Kaito. The thing about the Kaito is that this thing has a lot of innovative features, apart from having no fucking siren! But here's the thing about the Kaito. It has so many good features on this thing, and we're going to get into all of them after this. We discuss the design, but also I should note that here's the design of the charging area here. You can see there's 6 ports here, but we'll get to that in a bit. Also, if I take off this cover, you will see that it has a, oh, okay. Oh, also, I just noticed this. Apparently, you can change the temperature gauge from Fahrenheit to Celsius and Celsius to Fahrenheit. Okay, so you can do that. But you can see here, if I pull this out, look at this. You'll see that this radio is powered by a 3.7 volt lithium-ion rechargeable battery, which looks like an oversized AA. Obviously, it's lithium-ion. So, yeah, there you go. I mean, it's... I do like the color of it, though. It's green. Oh, I dropped the battery. But no, seriously.
Oh no, you dropped the battery.
Oh, it's gonna explode. But no, here's the thing about the battery. Apparently, yeah, 7.4 WH 2007. But yeah, the design of this thing, it looks like a purse. It looks like a purse. I'm sorry. It just looks like a purse with the strap. Yeah. It's a purse radio. Or a European carry-all. Whatever. But yeah, the Kaito is obviously very oversized. If we go over to the screens here, yes, screens, because as I've said before, there is 2. There's one for the general display, the time, the stations, the frequencies, and everything. And then you have this for the temperature and humidity gauge. So, let's go ahead and get into that feature first. Just aside from the design and all that. Let's go ahead and get into that feature. The temperature and humidity gauge. Okay, guys, before we get into the temperature and humidity gauge, we got a new person in this call. We got Break Orbit, Miss Break Orbit, fresh out of season 9. And 8, actually.
It's fresh out of your mom.
Wow.
Nice.
This is gonna be memed, I'm telling you now. Thanks, Alex. Thanks, Alex. Thanks, Alex.
Yeah, Alex. Wow.
Oh my God.
Okay, so yeah, so Alex now has callus. Okay.
Oh God. Anyways, yeah, the temperature / humidity gauge on the Kaito Voyager Pro KA600L. So clearly you can see that it's displaying indoor temperature only. What, did you think it was an outdoor temperature reading? What are you, crazy? Yeah. Radio Shack did that 10 years ago. when this radio was made. Because this radio, I think, according to the date, it says 2010, so it came out first in 2010, I believe. They still make them. Either that or it's just a random date. But I think it is 2010. But, anyways, aside from that, yes, you can clearly see the temperature gauge right over here. And it is definitely standing out. Yeah, I know. I got, you know, my internet situation's terrible, but there's the humidity on the bottom. The relative humidity in my room is, according to this radio, 29%. And then the temperature is 78.9 degrees Fahrenheit. Now there is a way to change the reading from Fahrenheit to Celsius, or from Celsius to Fahrenheit, as I've said before. Because if you look in here, there is a tiny little, it looks like a reset button, but it's next to where the battery goes. But it looks like a reset button that says C/F, and it changes it from Fahrenheit to Celsius just with one tap. So, yeah, but that is a very that is a very useful feature on this radio because you can clearly see the temperatures there. And the humidity as well, because you got, it tells you just exactly what kind of environment that you are in as well. So that's good. But yeah, why don't we get into the next feature? And we're not even done with the external features yet. We're going to get to the flashlight next. Yes, it has a flashlight, as I've said already, with a very bright yellow button, which is in the shape of a rounded out triangle. But yeah, there's the flashlight button, and I'm actually going to, yes, Orbit. Damn it, I didn't get it. Fuck. Illuminati confirmed. What the fuck, Alex, what the fuck are you doing?
This is the fuck I'm doing.
Why?
Yes. And that just hurt my face. I gotta stop that.
Anyways, yeah, you should. Anyways, the flashlight on this thing is, bruh. Thank you. That completely ruined it. But, I'm going to turn off my room lights. Okay. Now, everything is dark. Like my fucking soul. Anyways, I'm going to turn on the flashlight. And, yeah. You can see... Anyways, stop making me blush. You're crazy. But anyways, yeah. First impressions. The light on the Kaito. I always pronounce it the Kaito, but it's the Kaito. But first impressions, the light on the Kaito is actually not too bad. It's sort of bright, but it's not bright like the ER210 is over here, or the 310. But really, for brightness, if you want brightness, the ER210 is the best radio, and the 310, if you want a dog whistle. But first impressions, I guess it's not too bad at all, because if I cover up the flashlight on the iPhone, it just does that, so I can't really do anything about it. But I'm going to just point it at the closet just so you can get a better idea. And there's my computer setup. Yeah, it's not too bad of a brightness. Like, you can see things for sure with this thing. Let's just say that. It's an okay flashlight. And this is fully charged, by the way, because I had it on the adapter during the technical difficulties, which is over there, and then I brought it back with me over to the desk, which is where I normally film all my radio reviews instead of on the bed like I used to do in Season 1's episodes, and a couple 2's, and actually some recent episodes. But the point is, ever since Season 2 started, it's been filmed on the desk. But that's the thing. So this flashlight is okay. Nothing too bright. But you can definitely see stuff with it. Like, it's mainly designed to be an indoor rugged radio. Sure, it's a portable radio. It can be portable, but it's mainly suited for indoor use. So, yeah. Speaking of lights, there's another light on this thing. There is another light. This thing doesn't just have a flashlight. It has another type of light on the back. So if I flip the solar panel open,
It has a backlight.
yeah. Why don't we get to the next feature? The reading light.
I'm but a sufferer of the addiction.
Okay. The reading light. What is this?
What?
It's the reading light.
Oh. Anyways, the reading light on the Kaito Voyager Pro KA600L. So we already discussed the flashlight earlier, but now let's go ahead and check out the reading light. So the reading light, you're probably wondering, where is it? It's underneath the solar panel, revealing 5 tiny LEDs, of course, being white. Yeah, because, yeah, any other color besides white is a great flashlight. Am I right? When it's right, it is right. And it is right, right? Wrong! It's white. But here's the thing. The reading light is the, basically, accessory on this radio that allows you to, like, let's say that your power's out and your phone is dead and you don't have a way to charge it, like the battery's completely dead or something, like your battery's dead and you can't use it. And what is this? What is this? Is this the Wisconsin CAE? Yes, it is. They're still toning, they still retone that shit every fucking hour. Like, oh my god. But yeah. Here's the thing about the fucking reading light. The reading light on this thing, oh, there's the hidden screw. There's a hidden screw in here. QC pass. But the reading light is basically like what you use to read a book or something if your power's out. Like, let's pretend my power's out even though all my fucking radios are on. Let's just pretend it's out for 1 quick second, okay? And you got no light to read it with. Like, because you can't read pages in the dark. I did not mean to turn on the flashlight. So you flip this over. And I'm going to turn off the flash to demonstrate it properly. Okay, my flash is now off on my iPhone, so you can see the radios pretty clearly. There's my computer set up, but let's say all of that were to turn off. And you got no way to read your book if you were just bored enough to do so. Like, you have nothing to do, there's no power, and you're basically just looking for at least something to keep you occupied. Or to at least make you look at these fucking things, which you won't be able to see until a couple seconds from now. Just to prove my point. Yeah. You want to know what else you can see with a reading light besides a book? You want to know? Your Hot Wheels. If you wanted to. Granted, it's not meant to look at Hot Wheels, but it works. It works. Ford GT40 Mark IV and a Pontiac GTO. Dragster. But anyway, yeah. This isn't about Hot Wheels. I'm trying to prove a point with the reading light on the Kaito. Because the Kaito, yeah, let's just say it has a lot of interesting features on it. So if I just get these guys out of the way. Hot Wheels style. But that's basically what the reading light is. That's what it's for. It's like a secondary flashlight, but it's like it can be adjusted. And you don't like have to move the entire radio just to get it at a certain angle, because you can just use the solar panel from the back. And it actually works quite well. It kind of reminds me of the miniature speedway lights, like from the Daytona International Speedway or something, or any track on NASCAR schedules that has lights. Martinsville Speedway, Charlotte Motor Speedway, Daytona International Speedway, Richmond Raceway, Bristol Motor Speedway, all that jazz. You like jazz? Or in the UK, you like the Honda Jazz, more like the Honda Jizz. You like jizz? No. Anyways, yeah, the reading light is definitely serving its purpose. And it's actually working quite well, I must say. I am actually impressed with the way this reading light is working. So, that's that. But before we move on to the stuff like the speaker quality itself and other stuff like that, we definitely have a lot more rugged features to cover on it. One of them being the hand crank on the left side. So let's get to that. Okay, the hand crank on the Kaito Voyager Pro KA600L. Unfortunately, I'm right-handed, and it's on the left side. It is struggling a bit. Hang on.
Temp. It's coming from the hand, okay.
So, the thing about the hand crank on this is that it feels pretty, it's struggling a little bit. It does feel a little bit tough to crank in some spots, but all the while it just continues to, like, get better slowly, I guess, but probably because it's new and it just hasn't been used in so long. But this thing is, like, half struggling and half working. So the hand crank is okay, plus it feels pretty cheap. It honestly does. It feels very cheap.
It looks like an Eton.
No, at least Eton's hand cranks are like built better. Then again,
Well, yeah, there is.
then again, Kaito's are literally freaking third-party brands. Kaito sounds Asian.
I'm pretty sure it derives from Japan. Let me see.
Or it sounds Asian, or Japanese, or Chinese. Kaito. I don't know.
Those are all Asian.
Kaito, that's probably Japanese. That's my guess.
Wait, Orbit, what did you say?
That's Japanese.
Kaito? Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it is.
That's what
Yeah,
By
so
the way,
You should is part of Asia.
so this is a Japanese radio then. Or at least the name is Japanese. Wait, where was this made?
Or made in
Oh.
Japan.
Made in China. So it's Chinese.
yeah, but everything's made in China though.
Oh yeah, that's right. So the name Kaito sounds Japanese, made in China. It's a Japanese-Chinese-American radio.
When you're in Joko Pass?
It's the woe fat of radios. And if you watched Hawaii Five-0, you get the reference. Because it wants to be a citizen of the world. But specifically for the moment, I am as my passport declares. And that's what this radio is saying to me. So, yeah. Kaito, I'm glad you said that, because with also that fact, I can also charge you with treason. Ha! There's an irony for you. No. This is just a radio. But yeah. Enough assuming the name's origin. Kaito is Kaito. But the hand crank on this thing is okay. At the very least. Because it sounds like it's about to break. Listen to this.
It does.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like the soloing. but if the solar hand crank was a little harsher.
No, listen, it's making like ticks. Like, it sounds like it's about to break or something. Listen, you might not be able to hear it, but... Yeah, the hand crank isn't the best. It's okay at the very least. And I accidentally engaged the frickin' lock. Great. But I just disabled it. But anyways, yeah. Let's go ahead and get... Huh?
Let's just admit that the hand crank, the sound of it sounds like it's kind of breaking, but in reality, it's okay. But the feeling of it, feels like it's about to break.
It does feel that way. It feels that way all the time. Speaking of that, features, why don't we go into the next one as I take it off? Yeah, I'm still using this tripod for now, but let's go ahead and get into the next feature, and it's actually pretty unusual. And that would be the power selector knob.
Yeah, I actually found it.
Okay, so the power selector knob on the Kaito Voyager Pro KA600L. So yeah, the power select is basically what you use to select what type of power you're on. You can either choose it from the adapter if it's plugged in, the solar, or a hand crank, and the battery. Since we're just gonna have it on battery, let's just have it on battery mode because there's no light, obviously, it's night. And of course, we have a battery into it. So, we have a battery inside this radio, so we're just gonna use the battery. Power selection. So, yeah, I'm already getting a bit tired. I don't know why.
Same.
Probably from yesterday. But, the power selector is what you use to select which type of power source that you're getting your radio from. And it will automatically recognize what environment it is in, and then it will act the most efficient in those areas. So, battery, you can just use it for general portability. Solar and crank, it also uses the battery as well, don't worry. But it charges from the solar panel up top, which is right over here, which is also the reading light, as we have already discussed, which can be shut off. And then you have the adapter, obviously, as I've said already, which you can just plug back into here with one of the two options for adapters. And yeah, why don't we get into the next feature? And speaking of the solar panel, why don't we get to that? Okay, the solar panel on the Kaito Voyager Pro KA600L. So, as I have said already, the solar panel is also the reading light, and it can also tilt, just like the reading light can. So you can like have it like this, if you want it to be directly exposed to sunlight. Or you can have it like this, if you just want it to be out of the way. Even then, this radio still looks like a big behemoth. Because it is one. I mean, just look at all these buttons. You know a radio's big and bulky when you need buttons like this. Like a fucking numeric keypad of buttons. And I just, I don't know what I did, but I accidentally disabled alarm. I accidentally enabled the alarm. And now I turned on FM. Okay, now I disabled the alarm. I disabled it. You have to press the power button. But anyway. So yeah, the solar panel on this thing is not the best, but it can also be the greatest because it is a very high efficient energy panel. And it works brilliantly. Like, I tried it out earlier today in the sunlight, and it's going to be just like that tomorrow. So it works. It definitely works brilliantly. So definitely something to be useful with this thing. Now let's go ahead and get into the next feature, and that would be the hand strap. Yes, the hand strap. The thing that makes this radio look like a fucking purse. What else does it look like?
It looks like a spark.
A miniature boombox.
But yeah, it doesn't actually look like a miniature boombox, I have to lie.
That and that. Anyways, let's just go ahead and get to the hand strap. The hand strap actually looks very rugged. It has that plastic strip in the middle of it. And of course, it has your clips on the side to make it tighter or looser. You also have another one over here. And then this rubberized strip is over the fabric over here, spanning from here all the way to here, and it just gives it some style and some extra grip. So that's honestly a pretty nice, convenient way to carry this thing, because that's easy to carry something like this. So, yeah. We're not even done with half of the useful features yet. So why don't we go into the next one? And I just dropped it. Nice
job.
Thank you. It fell on its ass. But anyways, here's the thing that's really, really cool. Why don't we get into the next feature? And as I've said already, we'll get to this in a bit. But why don't we discuss the different types of chargers you can use with this thing? Look at that. Beautiful. All right. The charging ports. So as I've said before, you can use either a barrel adapter, which is 6 volts. You can use a micro USB, which is 5 volts. This is the first radio that I've seen, at least, that has a ability to use 2 different types of adapters instead of just one. Because, you know, all radios have one option for using one charger. This has 2 options. You can either use it, so if you lose one, you can use... If you lose one, you can use the other one. And because both of these are such common chargers nowadays, you can literally just find them with ease. So, for example, excuse me, let me put this down. There we go. So, for example, the 5-in, or 5 volt DC input, the 5 volt DC input is that's micro USB, which is basically what is used on older Samsung phones and Android phones, which is what I have for my old first phone. Then you have the 6 volt adapter here, which Alex actually had to buy for this demonstration. And that's what I'm using right now to power this radio, but it's not plugged in, but I'm using it on the other side of the room just to leave it plugged in and not waste the battery life. But yeah, you can also see that it has an earphone jack. You have the charge in or out, which is basically for the cell phone port, which we'll get to very shortly. You have the line in, which I believe is the aux capabilities, if I'm not mistaken. We'll try that later to discuss that theory, if I'm right. But this is the first radio that I've ever seen that has 2 different types of charging options, or adapter options, because nobody else does that. So you can literally just power it on with micro USB, with the solar panel, with the hand crank, with the battery, obviously, and with the barrel adapter. This radio has literally so many ways of being charged or powered on. It's amazing. So that's a good feature right there. Speaking of charging, we're going to try something else that is also related to charging, which I just mentioned. And if I switch this little switch over here to charge out, if it'll go, there we go. The ability to charge your cell phone. Okay, as you can see, I have the tripod for my phone in a very weird place just to get a good angle of this. So here is the charging section, which we've just discussed. And there's a nice rubber plate that covers all of the contacts. But it can only be covered if it's in charge in. But either way, it blends in with the radio quite well. So if I switch it back to out, there we go. And this is the USB cable for my iPhone XR, which is what you're watching this through right now. So I'm going to plug this in to the radio, and it's going to charge my cell phone. And sure enough, it says my phone is charging. Yep, it's charging all right. Perfect.
But the only question is how long will it charge? Considering the fact that it has a battery in there.
I guess you just have to crank it up, but yeah, it's charging. It's literally charging my cell phone.
Alright.
Of course, you can't see it, but...
Yeah, it'll be in the video. It's alright. I just broke the fourth wall.
Well, it won't be in the video, but you can see. Well, you can't see it's charging, but it is charging. I'm literally looking it over through my screen, and it is charging. But to charge it, the thing you have to do is I think you have to press the power button first to make it charge, but no, right now it is charging and it is at 83%. Actually, I got an idea. Just to prove it to you all that it is charging.
He has a brainstorm.
Okay, so I'm back on my Sony for the time being. So yeah, you can see it. Now you see why I don't use this camera at night. But anyways, here's the deal. It's plugged in and recording, and if I do this, there you go, you can see that it's charging. 83% and charging straight from the Kaito. So far, it's working perfectly, this radio. And you heard the camera shut off in the video just now through my iPhone. So let me just put it back on the tripod. This is already taking long. I know. But it's okay. So, yeah, it's charging from the cell phone, it's charging the cell phone from the radio. Perfect. Now let's get to the next feature on this thing, and that would be the fact that this radio has RDS. Okay, so the RDS system on the Kaito Voyager Pro KA600L. So for this, we need to raise the antenna. I'm going to turn the volume down and tune to 95.1 WNKS.
To choose a new plan that's right for you. The process is simple, and we're here to...
We don't need to mute it.
Step is to find a plan with the doctors and services you want. You may want to keep your current provider or find a new one.
You press this.
Some people won't to make a choice
You hold it down.
because of the type of
RDS.
Medicaid services they receive. Step 2, sign up. Call 833-870-5500.
Or just press it, actually, yeah. Press
Go
it.
to ncmedicaidplans.gov or fill out and return the form.
It says
that came in the
no
mail.
PS at the moment,
Be
but it
sure
would
to sign
say
up
it
by May
soon.
14th. The new
Let me try another one. Okay, this one is playing music. Oh god, that's copyright. That is copyrighted. That is copyrighted. Now let's try it. Because I assume it's getting a good signal, just enough so that you can, that it can detect it. I assume. If not, then I'll be very surprised. Actually, let's try WFAE, because that station never disappoints with copyright. Or we could try this station.
Life is found in the Word of God.
Okay, I'll bite. What does it say exactly?
I can answer that. In the Gospel account, Jesus himself said to one of his followers,
It's funny because we're filming this on Easter Sunday and they're talking about God. Then again, this is a religious station. WYFGFM 91.1. Let's see if this has RDS. Oh, it doesn't have it either. What the fuck?
Not if you believe the resurrection was a trick of some kind.
Oh wait, 92.1. Really? Why aren't you fucking working?
What's the problem?
It's not showing the RDS. I guess I need to move it over here away from the computer. Because RDS signals... There we go. That's better. Now it's showing it. Okay, I needed to move it from the computer. Too much interference. But yeah, now it's showing 92.1's branding, which is the big dog. 92.1, the big dog. So yeah, the RDS works. That's all we care about. Country. Big dog country. 92.1. But yeah, already going real well, I should say. What time even is it? 10:48? Yeah, 10:48. But yeah. So, definitely have some good features so far with this thing. I mean, do you think it has good features?
I mean, it might, depending on if it's bad or not.
Well, yeah, it does have good features. It does have good features. Like, this is a good feature. 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 This is an okay feature. This is a good feature. All this on the back is a good feature. But why don't we get to a bad feature? Yeah. I got a complaint. And I've noticed this as soon as I unboxed it. Why don't we get to the bad feature on this radio? And that is the fact that the antenna is not telescoping. Yeah. They just had to mess it up with one thing. The antenna cannot tilt up and down or rotate. It's stuck in place like the fucking Zone Guard and the Zone Guard Plus. The antenna is shit. It is shit. Which means if you needed to get a better signal, you can't move the antenna. You can't. It's not telescoping. You have to move the entire behemoth of a radio to a better location just to get your fucking signal back. So yeah, the antenna...
It's kind of bullshit.
Kinda bullshit. The antenna can't move.
Oh yeah, that is bullshit.
Exactly. It can only retract up and down. That's all it can do.
Not just bullshit, but completely bullshit. Nonetheless.
High quality bullshit. World class designer bullshit, to be sure. Hospital tested, clinically proven bullshit. But bullshit nonetheless. The thing is with the antenna, the antenna, why would they make it not telescoping? That's what boggles my mind. I don't get that at all. Because good antennas telescope. They fucking telescope. They don't just sit there, stuck to the radio and be like, oi, I'm just here. I'm just here. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'll ever do.
So basically what the company is doing is they're just having their fingers up their ass and they're just like, you know, fuck, we're not gonna just make a telescope. We're just gonna make it just stand right there, not even left right, not just like the just 2247p.
Oh,
just stand there.
And if you guys are wondering, well, maybe it couldn't fit a telescoping mechanism in there. Oh, really? I object to that because the ER210 has a fucking telescoping antenna and it's smaller than this. And they were able to fit that in, no problem. Legit, they were able to fit it in with no issues. Look, the whole telescoping mechanism just goes inside the radio, as you've seen in Season 8. When Mitchell and Holly were here in January, speaking of which, they're coming back in 4 days, bitches. But besides that, when Mitchell and Holly were here in January reviewing this thing along with the 310, both had the same mechanism. Why couldn't they put that in the Kaito? I have no idea. But this thing is smaller. Both the 310 and the 210 are smaller. But look at this. It's embedded in the radio. Why couldn't they do that with this when it's clearly big enough for the freaking antenna to fit in entirely? I have no clue. But that's Kaito logic. So, the antenna... Okay, so my theory was correct. Line in is in fact AUX. So I got my MP3 player here, fresh out of the first episode. Still somehow working. Had it for 4 fucking years. Yeah. So let's go ahead and try some songs on this Kaito. That'll give us some impressions of the speaker quality before we get into the feature. So let's go ahead, shall we? Let's go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead.
Let's do it.
Volume's pretty low on this song. It's on max volume, by the way, for this MP3 player.
I also have a song. It's not copyrighted.
What song?
Selective Walk. It's on YouTube.
Well, we know it works, definitely, so let's try the next one on this thing. Let's try it. The volume's very low, though.
Is your phone volume all the way up?
I'm not using my phone, I'm using my MP3 player, and it's on max volume.
Oh.
But that's very low for this. It's not that loud. Even on max volume, it's not even that loud. Because look, that's max. That's max.
Wow.
Loud enough, I guess. There's that giant speaker. Flashlight button's already giving me some trouble. Let's try something else on here. I'm just gonna lower the volume. It might be just the songs. Let me try another song that's, I know for a fact, loud. Let me try.
I sent you a song on DMs.
This MP3 player can't access the internet. It's literally an iPod clone.
Yeah, I forgot. Sorry.
It's fine. Not sure if this will work. Let's try this one. Nope, it's the same volume. It's literally the radio. It's the radio itself. So, yeah, the aux capability on this thing is okay. It doesn't have that oomph like the Sangean and the Motorola does, but it works. That's the main thing, but yeah, my theory was correct. Oh, and I did not realize that this could rotate to get out of your way. I did not realize that. Okay, that's cool. So, yeah. Oh, bruh. Moving on from that, why don't we get into the next feature as I put this MP3 player away with a gigantic, thick aux cable. Literally, thick. Not even trying to be sexual here. Look at the thick. Sponsored, or not, by Radio Shack. Because they're fucking dead!
And they've shut down.
Anyways, let's get to the next feature, and that is the speaker quality. Okay, so the speaker quality on the Kaito Voyager Pro KA600L. And I don't know why I have the alarm set. I want to disable it, please. And I don't want it to go to FM, at least not for the moment. So we're going to go to weather mode. And we're going to go to channel 6. And we're going to try the speaker quality on this thing. So let's do it to it.
Thursday night, cloudy with a chance of showers. Lows in the mid-50s. Chance of rain 50%. Friday, mostly cloudy. With a chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the mid-70s. Chance of rain 60%. Friday night, a chance of showers until midnight. Mostly cloudy. Lows in the mid-50s. Chance of rain 40%. Saturday, partly sunny with a 40% chance of showers. Highs in the lower 70s. Saturday night, mostly cloudy with a 40% chance of showers. Lows in the lower 50s. Sunday, mostly sunny with a 30% chance of showers.
Okay, the speaker quality is actually not that bad on this thing, so it's actually pretty good. But we're going to get into the next feature, and that is the reception. I'm not sure how it's going to play out with this non-telescoping antenna. For such a big radio, I don't think it's going to do that good, but we'll see. Okay, the reception on the Kaito Voyager Pro KA600L. Let's go ahead and do it to it. We're going to try it on all 7 channels. Oh, fuck. We have a casualty. I knocked over my scanner. That's alright, it still works.
This is the NOAA weather radio, all hazards, WXL. This is NOAA weather radio, all hazards, W1G538 broadcasting from a tower on Grandmother Mountain, near Lincoln, North Carolina, operating on a frequency of 162.450 megahertz. This transmitter is serving the northern foothills and northern mountains of North Carolina. The current time is 11:07 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Degrees, the dew point.
Yeah, the reception is not good in here. Not good at all. So I'm going to go outside real quick, and I'll be right back. This goes to show you, even in April, if the conditions are right enough, it's still fucking cold. Welcome to the mountains. Where should we try this? We'll try it on the barbecue. Since it's here, so we'll just try it here. How about that? Let's go ahead and test out the outdoor reception on the Kaito.
61 at Bristol. Once again at 10 p.m. at the Asheville Airport, it was 56 degrees and clear. Now for the official National Weather Service.
Hello, is anybody there? Is anybody there? I doubt it, but...
Winds around 5 miles an hour. Monday, sunny. Highs in the lower 70s. West winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Monday night, SDE TV tower near Rock Hill, South Carolina, operating on a frequency of 162.425 megahertz. This transmitter is serving Rock Hill and the Charlotte metropolitan area and the surrounding Piedmont of the Carolinas. The Charlotte, North Carolina climate...
Forgot to mention now that KHC-27 is now a wireless transmitter, so the voice is clearer, or more clear. Yeah, wireless.
March was 23. The minimum occurred on March 8th. The record minimum temperature is 4 degrees, which was set in 1980. The extended forecast for the northern mountains and foothills. Wednesday, sunny. Highs in the upper 70s. Wednesday night, 70s. The Charlotte, North Carolina climate summary for the month of March, 2021. The maximum temperature for March was 81. The maximum occurred. 54 degrees, which was set in 1980. The average temperature was 55.9 degrees, which is 4.7 degrees above the normal average temperature of 51.2 degrees. A total of 4.4 a 30% chance of showers. Area weather roundup. At the Tri-Cities Regional Airport, it was clear. Temperature 48 degrees. Relative humidity 63%. Wind calm.
So, the reception is absolutely great out here, but not indoors. But the reception is good on this radio, actually. It's good. You may have noticed that I was picking up a little bit of bleed through on channel 7 between the Bristol transmitter and the GSP transmitter, WXJ21 and WXK47. So those two stations are obviously bleeding through, or were bleeding through, because yeah, having two stations on the same frequency can sometimes make that happen. So we're gonna go back inside because I am freezing right now to do the AM/FM capabilities. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, here's the situation. Val's very sleepy, as you can tell. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the AM/FM capabilities on the Kaito. So the Kaito does have AM/FM, as I've said already, so we're just going to try it and see what we can get. Trying to find a station without copyright.
And EE are teaming up to bring you Equip America on Saturday, April 24th. You'll learn how to share your faith confidently and effectively, and once you do it, you won't want to stop. To learn how you can attend Equip America, visit thelightfm.org.
Your family heads to the mall in the minivan. You hop on a plane for that job training in California. We take modern travel and things like laptops and smartphones for granted. But what if you were a missionary in the rainforest with no roads or power lines, trying to get God's word to a mountaintop village in their language? That's where JARS comes in, helping Bible translation groups with the transportation and technology they need to survive and get the job done. Attend a JARS Day open house in Waxhaw, North Carolina, near Charlotte, or click on Ministry Spotlight under the Going Deeper tab at thelightfm.org.
No way. They just played an ad for JARS. No way. Also, for those of you who don't know, JARS is actually a religious local transportation club full of planes, and they have helicopters and stuff. That video of me flying in a helicopter, that was JARS in 2018. It's J-A-R-S. Excuse me. J-A-A-R-S. There we go. My brain's fried too. J-A-A-R-S. It's JARS. And I have some footage here from 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, which is the year I went in the helicopter, of course. But they come here every few days or so. They didn't do it last year because of COVID, unfortunately. So I did get some footage from like June of 2019. And that was the last time they came here. At least for now, because... Wait a minute, is that a scanner? What scanner is that? Hang on. Do I see a that is a scanner. What scanner is that? Oh, it's a Yaesu. A Yaesu FTA 330 by the looks of it. It's a Yaesu. But if I had my scanner back in 2019, if I had one back then, I could have monitored their frequency. I should probably
What about the scare I gave you?
Yeah, I should probably program their frequency now to see if they can pick up anything. But, yeah. So we tried FM on this thing. Now let's try AM. And by the way, this thing, if you're thinking it's a good radio for DXing, it's not. It's fucking terrible on AM. It's fucking terrible on AM. I can't even pick up 840 or 1510. And those are like fairly close proximity stations for me, at least, because 1510 is in Nashville and 840 is in Louisville. Because you know how at night AM signals tend to travel much farther than normal, and what'd you say? Yep. But I can't even pick it up on this thing. I can't. It just won't do it. Let me just demonstrate it. Not that. For God's sake, Arizona. Yeah, look at this. Look at this bullshit. Look at this fucking shit. Fucking Arizona. Motherfucking Arizona. And their fucking civil alerts. Motherfucking Arizona. Motherfucking Arizona. This is the Arizona Department of Public Safety. Yeah, we hear that too fucking much. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, well, recon EAS. If you're gonna fucking if you're just podging it right now, he might be getting this thing right now. But yeah, he can't even fucking get. He has lost interest in getting so many fucking Amber Alerts and fucking excuse me, not Amber Alerts. Amber Alerts are one thing. Silver Alerts are getting fucking annoying because Arizona won't stop losing their fucking seniors anymore. Because Arizona is being a bunch of losing senior fucks, and they won't stop issuing administrative messages. They've issued about 25 plus administrative messages. 25 plus administrative messages so far this year. And it's getting fucking old.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyways, and apparently, what the fuck?
What?
Hang on.
There it is. I guess, well, I'm about to go and get up because I am tired. And helping Miss VR can go back to sleep.
Yeah. Last thing I want to do is keep you guys up.
Yeah, I mean, I could stay one more time for the final thoughts, and then we can finish it up.
Nah, go ahead and go to bed. It's okay. I'm looking at stuff.
No, I can stay. It's okay.
Okay. Anyways, yeah. Fuck my life. I almost damaged that. Fuck me. So let's try AM. Okay, I can. This is supposedly 840. Let's try 1510, and I'll prove my point further.
Also, here come billions of cicadas this spring, and the 82-year-old who's setting fashion trends.
Okay, it actually picks that up quite nicely. Apart from the fucking buzzing.
Tempers all of the time, but now that almost every Uber and taxi
But yeah, the AM/FM capabilities on this thing are good, but the fucking reception on AM is absolute garbage. Okay, next feature, the shortwave frequencies. The shortwave capabilities. Yeah, shortwave on this motherfucker. Let's see. How do you enable shortwave? How do you enable shortwave? You just press meter. I think. Hang on. I think this is it. No, that's not it. Where's shortwave? Where's shortwave? How do you enable it on this thing? Hang on. Time to look at the manual. So, looking at the manual here, apparently this also has long wave and short wave. How cool is that? But anyways, the problem with that is that you can barely use it. Because, oh, fuck. I don't want that. There we go. Because it's literally nothing but static. This is shortwave radio right now. It goes all the way up to 23,000 kilohertz. And then it goes to, around the AM range. But shortwave frequencies go from 2,300 kilohertz to 23,000 kilohertz. So if I go to 23,000 kilohertz here, it automatically goes back to 2,300 kilohertz. And you can input it with the keypad. Yeah. Yeah, you need to sleep. But yeah, give a shout out to Miss VR, everybody. Her channel will be in the description.
See you later.
See you later, Val. Good night. Good night. And there she goes. But I'm hearing some. I'm hearing something. What is this? I'm hearing beeping. Hold on. I gotta go outside and hear this. I gotta go outside and hear this stuff. This is weird. This is so weird. Maybe we'll be able to hear it better out here, whatever's going on, because I'm hearing something on that frequency on long wave, no, short wave, 3330 kilohertz. Yeah, because now you can hear it better. Hear it? What? 3 hours, 45 minutes. Now it's doing 2 beats. What the fuck? They seem to be picking up the best in this spot.
CHU, Canada. Coordinated Universal Time. 3 hours, 46 minutes. Bravo, 46.
So apparently this is a shortwave station in Canada. Beep beep. Okay, that is the weirdest thing I've ever heard. It's almost like analog horror type shit. That's the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my life. This is even worse. What's on 3575? This is even worse sounding than 3330. Let's try. This is long wave. This must be AM. It is. Let's try 650 and see if it picks up WSM. If it does, then we know that this is FM for AM for long wave, excuse me. No. some crazy, freaky shit right here. I've never heard beeps like that on any radio. Even when we were reviewing the Eton Elite Traveler back in Connecticut, I never heard that. Probably because we didn't know that frequency existed, but... Well, we knew the frequency existed, but we didn't know what was there, you know? Damn. That is... Wow, I am gobsmacked. Okay, the build quality on the Kaito Voyager Pro KA600L. So let's take a quick overview, and this thing won't go back in. Oh, there we go. So let's test it out, shall we? No, I don't want to go back to shortwave. I want to turn off the alarm. Thank you. So, build quality. So far, so good. No real issues to report. Hand strap feels okay. The flashlight button is a little bit dodgy. It does feel like it's wearing down a little bit now. The reading light looks like it'll last for a long time with those LEDs. Same with the flashlight itself. The hand crank feels like it's about to break.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if it does break.
I hope it doesn't. But the back where the charging ports are and the accessories and everything are also good. They feel amazing too. Good quality, just use it carefully. The antenna is obviously built terribly, but for an antenna itself, it's quite alright. The only thing I don't like about it is that it's not telescoping. The tuning and volume knobs feel like they're grinding against the plastic, and it makes me feel very uncomfortable. Like, listen to this. And I'm not doing that. They're very hard to hear, but you can hear the grinding. And it is grinding against plastic. The temperature sensor and the humidity sensor are also good looking, as well as good performing. The screen looks like it'll last for a while. The keypad and the buttons feel nice. The speaker quality is excellent. And the power selection is also pretty good. Solar panel's good. This mechanism is alright. The battery itself is the original battery. This came in the packaging. The original battery itself looks like it'll last a while. These batteries don't usually explode, but if they do, please remove it immediately. Oh, geez. I hope it doesn't explode like a Galaxy Note 7, because, yeah, if this thing explodes, oh boy, you're going to have quite the light show with this thing. But it looks like it's a good battery. It is a recyclable one. And, like I said, I do like the sea green color of batteries. Especially like this. But, yeah, the battery looks good. Lithium ion. Rechargeable, of course. Yeah, that's about it. So the build quality on this thing is actually good. It would have been S rank if the hand crank and the flashlight buttons felt a little bit nicer and less cheap. But it's good. The build quality is good on it. Just don't be surprised if something breaks like the hand crank, because it feels, guess what? Very cheaply built. So, yeah, on that note, why don't we get into the final thoughts of the Kaito Voyager Pro KA600L. Okay, in conclusion on the Kaito Voyager Pro KA600L. Again, special shout out to SPC Kennesaw for giving me this radio, because it's a very nice radio. I very much like it. It is very promising. It does have a lot of great features, and I enjoy it too. It is nice, but considering this is my first Kaito, there are some flaws about it. Of course there are. But other than that, it does have a lot of useful features. It can charge your cell phone. It can make you read books at night when the power is out with the reading light. It has a flashlight that's decent enough to see things. It has a hand crank. Just be careful with that. It has AM, FM, weather, shortwave, and longwave. There's a temperature sensor and a humidity detector on it that actually works. It has a battery selector. It has so many ways of charging it. It can charge your cell phone. It has auxiliary capabilities. It has the option to use a separate charger if you lose one or the other. What more could you want? So, if you want to get one of these things, the only thing I don't like about it is the price. The price is very expensive. He got this for $104.
And the only problem with that, this is not just $104. It'd be like around like $50.
Yeah.
I decided to put a very expensive part, which is a piece of plastic.
Yeah, they should have made it cheaper. But no, it's $100. Unless you can find one cheaper, grab it. If you want a Kaito, that is. So, yeah. The only thing that I don't like about it is that it has no siren either. Just cuts straight to the broadcast. But, yeah. So, yeah.
Then you'll be very surprised, because I've never heard a siren test block.
Me neither. We shall see. If it does have a siren test, I will put it in this review. It isn't going to be out until like the summer anyway, so yeah. Let's just go ahead and conclude this video. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for future videos like this. Also, be sure to subscribe to SBC Kennesaw, Miss VR, and give some shout outs to Break Orbit on Discord, as she does not have a YouTube channel, unfortunately. But yeah, this radio is good, and season 10 is just getting started with all these episodes. Just you wait until season 11 hits. So yeah, thank you all for watching. This is Clay Ranger 143 signing out, along with
SBC Kennesaw
and Miss VR and Break Orbit. So yeah, thank you guys so much. As we're about to hit midnight, Easter Sunday is finally gonna be gone soon. So yeah, I'll see you on the next episode. Goodbye and good night.